Hi, everybody. So we're supposed to be doing workshop today. However, I didn't get as many drafts as I would have liked to have gotten. If you have not turned in your drafts, please upload the drafts to Blackboard. You can still get credit for them even though they're late. You need to turn those in so that we can start working on the final draft so I can make comments on that. But since I did not get as many drafts as I would like to have, I didn't have as many to choose from to be able to do a traditional workshop. So instead of doing a traditional workshop, I just want to talk some about, first off, about how to create a solid and specific thesis. That's something we've talked about before, but again, it's something that we're going to need to go over again. And then how to, then I'm going to have you write an outline so that you can have a more focused essay. We'll deal with the outline in another video, but we'll be dealing with the just the thesis in this video. And even if you turned in your rough draft, I want you to do this next assignment. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to write a thesis. Those of you who turned in a draft, almost all of them, you could have had a much better thesis than the one that you have. So you should be able to see here on the screen a sample thesis. This is a thesis from a short story that you haven't read probably. But it shows some elements that you want to have in your thesis. So as you can see, it says the author of Cathedral helps us to understand that the cathedral is a symbol that helps us to understand, that's a little redundant there, but that's okay, to understand how the main character, becomes a better person by overcoming his tendency to be unkind to both others and himself. And so I want you to look rather carefully at just that segment that we say there about how to overcoming his tendency to be unkind to both others and himself. Realize that this thesis could have simply said it helps us understand the main character. Or it helps us understand how the main character becomes a better person. But we have that last part on there that says that he overcomes his tendency to be unkind to both others and himself. That's a very specific thing to say. And that's the kind of thing you want to make sure that you're having in your thesis. So some of you might be talking about how the piano becomes a symbol of the family, which is absolutely true. But we could go a lot further to say exactly what it says about the family. Some of us might say that the piano becomes a symbol of slavery, which again is true. It makes perfect sense. But what is it that we say about slavery? Why does the slavery still matter to the family now? And so you need to have that last point there. So what I want you to do now is, over the next day by 7 a.m. tomorrow morning, I want you to work on a new thesis, and then you'll submit that to Blackboard. I'm going to open up a Turnitin assignment that says Thesis Assignment, and you will upload that thesis there. So I want that from everybody in the class. Again, even if you already submitted your rough draft, I want you to rework your thesis and upload it to Blackboard in that Turnitin space. And then I will make some comments there about that thesis. So I want us to start working on that, and then after you work on that, you can go to working on your the outline assignment, which is another folder that we have. So like I said, just look at the idea for this thesis, think about trying to rewrite your own thesis so that it is going to be more specific. Upload that to Blackboard. If you're having any questions, again, please make sure to ask me. I'm not hearing from as many people as I would like to hear from. I want you guys to keep in contact. You should be having questions about things, so make sure that you are asking me questions. So if you're unsure about what to do for your thesis for that assignment, go ahead and ask me, and I can provide you with some instruction even before you upload that. So work on that, and then when you're done, again, you can check the outline folder for the next part of this assignment.